Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Code A round of 48. This is the second day and we are also in our second match. We have another Terran versus Zerg. Once again, GSL versus Casper, and now starting to the left side of the map we have the GSL player. He's starting for Fnatic, and this is of course Alive, a very strong Terran player.
Yeah, and he is up against a Zerg. Now this Zerg player is of course Hero.
One of the 3 heroes that we currently have in StarCraft 2.
Yeah. We'll get a shot of him in a second. There he is, Kespa's 8th hero. That is not CJ Intis' hero, the WCS player, nor the Liquid hero from Team Liquid.
And one of the things we just talked about, the strategy for Life a little bit, and also asked the coach what he thinks that his player is going to do. And as you can already see, we have a SCV heading out at 11. Abyssal City is one of the maps that a lot of racers don't really want to play against Zerg because it's just so tricky. And we've also seen a game just recently where we, the both of us, just talked about potential strategies and positioning for double barracks play. And this is exactly what Alive does here. This is just one of the maps that you're not too comfortable with. It's a new map, you don't have figured out everything. Zerg seems to have a bit of an advantage here over Protoss, as does Terran. But in this matchup, we see Alive with the double barracks opening. And now, this time, we have actually the turret, the Zalnaga Watchdog, not in range of the barracks. So Hero is without any information at all.
He's going to be totally in the dark. And he went hatch first. Of course, on a map of this size, you basically always want to. He's making 2 extra drones as well. This could be devastating because this is a very forward barracks. Like, it is emphasis on the proxy here. It is at such close proximity. Will he react in time? How will he react? Will he panic? Those are all questions that we're going to find the answer to very soon. The first SCV Scout actually will come. There's no Overlord, there's no drone to spot for bunkering.
But he has a drone in his opponent's main base already, and this drone has seen that there's no expansion, there is no barracks. So he needs to know that there's something going on, even though he doesn't know what exactly is going to happen. The SCV now spotting the main base and the timing, and Alive has this strategy down cold. Even though it sounds a little bit silly, but if you go for a double barracks play, 2 players have strategies that they have to do. The Zerg player has to know exactly what he has to do in order to counter it, but for the Terran it's also important how you deal with this response, with all those drones that have been pulled. And there's this sweet spot at the bottom that you can use in order to get your Marines into position. And now suddenly Alive using his micro, focusing drone after drone, killing a lot of them, way too many.
This is basically curtains. He doesn't have a spine crawler. He's got 8 lings on the way.
He killed 6 harvesters already.
Yeah. He can just bunker here. He's got so many SCVs with this that even with the lings out here, he will likely finish the bunker. He just needs that next group of Marines. They're on their way now. The SCVs have to buffer perfectly though.
He lost so many drones already. I don't think that he can... I don't think he can compensate for that.
He will have to kill all of these SCVs without losing any more drones if he wants to be able to catch up, but I just don't think that's possible. The bunker is about to finish. He does get the links pass. It's so important because now he can catch reinforcing Marines, but not if he fights like this.
It's not enough, Wolf. It's definitely not enough.
The bunker finishes.
All Zerglings are dying. The bunker is finished. The Zerglings are all but gone. Of course, the SCVs have died as well, but now Hero has to use so many lava for the Zerglings. That's something that he never wants to do. 9 drones killed in total. Alive lost 6 SCVs, but I don't think it really matters. At this point, we have only 8 drones left for the Zerg player.
It's 13-8, and he has to make lings to break out to save this hatchery. If he loses the hatchery, he'll have neither drones nor an expansion. This is just a terrible position. Will he actually wall here? That could be a problem.
Well, he can wall, he is losing the hatch now. Sorry, Hero, the Zerg player is losing the hatch. That's definitely a given. And there it is, dying and dead already. And now Alive is doubling his opponent's drone count. He has the mule as well. This is basically curtains.
Yeah, he's got the bunker up. He's even starting to lose larva to the bunker there. 1 larva does fall, but he's got a lot of lings that he can't really use. If he wants to engage here, he's going to lose all his lings. And then what's he going to have? He's going to have maybe some dead Marines, but he goes for it. It's just not going to be enough. The bunker, too many hit points left. No SCV to repair. It just doesn't matter. A great trader. Wow, look at that exchange. Pulls the weakened Marines into the bunker. A great switch. GG.
GG. Alive making it look easy here. A great decision making. And this switch with the Marines in the bunker was ingenious. Really well done. But at this point, the game was all but over. So right now, game 1 goes to Alive, and the Casper player from Code B was able to win one of the qualifier brackets. Has to face him in the second game.
Yeah, you know, Juani said earlier, Alive, he thinks he's one of the best players at 2x Proxy, and I think it's true. You know, I think Alive knows the spots to hide his barracks so well, and he does it so often that, you know, we talked about this a lot with him in Terran vs. Protoss, for example, where we'll just hide his barracks somewhere, put it a little bit far forward, and that really freaks people out because he proxies so often and he's so good at it that even when he doesn't proxy, if he hides his barracks or puts it in a weird place, you're so scared, you're like, oh god, I don't want to face an Alive proxy here. You might panic. Alive, just such a great player doing these early aggressive strategies.
And we are going to head into the second game, which is Antigua Shipyard, which of course gives Alive a little bit of an edge in this matchup. This is one of the maps that a Terran player is really comfortable facing a Zerg player. And talking a little bit about Hero and about his Code A bracket, he was meeting one GSL player in his bracket. He was up against one Terran player from the GSL, that is. He was up against Dreamer TT. Was able to win the series with a 2-1, but right now he's facing Alive, and this is a player of a different caliber, as we've already seen on the first map, Abyssal City.